And now, tonight's presentation of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Tonight, the story of terror in the streets. We call it The Whole Town Sleeping. So now, starring Miss Jeanette Nolan, here is tonight's suspense play written by Ray Bradbury, The Whole Town Sleeping.
It was a warm summer night in the middle of Illinois country. The little town was deep, far away from everything, kept to itself by a river and a forest and a ravine. In the town, the sidewalks were still scorched. The stores were closing, and the streets were turning dark. Screen doors whined their springs and banged, and there was the sound of Grandma Hanlon's swing hammock across the street. On her solitary porch, Lavinia Nebbs, age 37, very straight and slim, sat with a tinkling lemonade in her white fingers, tapping it to her lips, waiting.
Here I am, Lavinia.
Lavinia turned. There was Francine at the bottom porch step. She was all in snow white and didn't look 35.
I won't be a minute, Francine. I'll just lock the door.
All right. Oh, I do like your dress, dear.
Why, thank you, dear.
You look so well in that color. I'm afraid I could never wear it. It makes me look sallow.
No, it doesn't. I'm sure not. Of course, I've always loved you in white.
Evening, ladies.
Good evening, Mrs. Hanlon.
Good evening.
Where are you ladies going all dressed up so pretty?
To the Majestic Theater, Mrs. Hanlon.
Robert Mitchum's playing and Not as a Stranger.
Won't catch me out on a night like this. Not with the lonely one strangling women. Lock myself in with my gun. That's what I'm going to do.
I wouldn't worry, Mrs. Hanlon.
What about Eliza Ramsell? You think she's not worrying? Lock myself in with my gun. That's what you ladies should do.
So silly. Silly old woman.
Lavinia, you don't believe all that gossip about the lonely one, do you?
A lot of silly old women who haven't got anything better to do than talk.
Well, just the same, Hattie McDullis was killed a month ago and Roberta Ferry the month before. And now Eliza Ramsell disappearing.
Eliza Ramsell walked off with a traveling man, I bet.
But the others, strangled.
Oh, Francine.
They reached the edge of the ravine that cut the town in two. Stood there. Behind them were the lighted houses. Ahead, deepness, moistness, fireflies, and dark. The ravine had to be crossed to reach the movies, deep and black as it cut into the hills. Then a creaking bridge to cross over the stream. Then 113 steps up the steep and brambled bank to the other side. The ladies stood there, looking down.
It won't be me coming back tonight, Lavinia. It'll be you. Oh, I'd never walk there alone at night. Never.
Bosh.
Well, you can say bosh. But it'll be you alone on the path, not me. Oh, Lavinia, I do wish you didn't live on this side. Don't you get lonely living by yourself in that house?
Old maid loved to live alone. Come on, we'll take the shortcut.
I'm afraid.
Oh, come on, don't be so silly. I'll hold your hand.
Lavinia, cool as mint ice cream, took the other woman's arm and led her down the dark, winding path into cricket warmth and frog sound and mosquito-delicate silence.
Oh, let's run, Lavinia, please.
No. Why should we?
If Lavinia hadn't turned her head just then, she wouldn't have seen it. But she did turn her head, and it was there, back among a clump of bushes, half hidden, but laid out as if she had put herself there to enjoy the soft stars, lay Eliza Ramsell, her face moon-freckled, her eyes like white marble. Then Francine saw it, too, and the women stood on the path for a frozen second, not believing what they saw. Lavinia held Francine, and the policemen were all around in the ravine grass. Flashlights dotted about, voices mingled, and the night grew on toward 8:30.
You, didn't move her, ladies.
Of course not.
Oh, no, we couldn't touch her. How could we?
And there was nobody? You didn't hear anything? Sounds, anything unusual?
No, nothing.
It's the lonely one, isn't it? He did it, didn't he?
Couldn't say, ma'am.
We knew her, you know. She was a friend of ours.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'll have one of my men walk you across the ravine.
That won't be necessary. Thank you very much. We'll be all right.
Oh, Lavinia.
Come along, dear.
And they crossed the ravine, each with her own thoughts, fears. And the creek waters under the bridge whispered, I'm the lonely one. I'm the lonely one. I kill people. Then they were at the top of the stairs and bathed in safe light from the street lamp.
I've never seen a dead person before.
It's only a little after 8:30. We'll pick up Helen and get on to the show.
The show? Oh, Lavinia, you don't mean it.
Of course I do. We've got to forget this. It's not good to remember.
But Eliza's back there.
We need to laugh. We've got to pretend that nothing happened.
But she was our friend.
We can't help her. There's no good brooding about it. I'm going to get it out of my mind, and you should too. Now, if we hurry, we won't miss too much.
I thought you'd never come. You're an hour late.
Well,
Someone found Eliza Ramsell dead in the ravine.
Oh, no. Eliza. Who found her?
Oh, we don't know.
Oh, how awful. Did you see her? Was it terrible?
Let's not talk about it.
Oh, I really think I should lock myself in my house. I don't think we'd better go tonight.
Of course we will. It's the last showing today. Besides, the lonely one can't kill 3 ladies. There's safety in numbers. Anyway, it's too soon. The murders come a month separated. Come along, Helen.
Well, I'll get a sweater. You wait for me.
why didn't you tell her about us finding Eliza?
Why upset her? Time enough tomorrow. I told you, tonight we've got to forget. We're going to the show, and let's not talk about it anymore. Enough's enough.
The ladies walked downtown and stopped at the drugstore, which was a few doors from the theater. Lavinia bought a quarter's worth of green mint chews, and the druggist dropped the mints into a sack with a silver shovel.
You looked mighty cool this noon, Miss Lavinia, when you was in. So cool and nice, someone asked after you.
Oh?
Yeah, man sitting at the counter. He watched you walk out, and he says to me, "Who's that?" Just like that, he says it. "Why, that's Lavinia Nebbs, prettiest maiden lady in town," I says. "Beautiful," he says. "Beautiful. Where she live?"
You didn't give him her address, I hope. You didn't.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, I didn't give him the exact address. I said over on Park Street, near the ravine. Kind of casual.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
what did he look like?
Oh, not much, I guess. Wore a dark suit. Pale, kind of thin. Probably nothing but a stranger passing through. I'm sorry, Miss Lavinia. There's no charge for the peppermint.
Don't be silly, Mr. Briggs.
Well,
Here.
I know what we're going to do right now. We're going straight home. That man asking after you. You're next, Lavinia. You want to be dead in that ravine?
It was just a man. That's all. It doesn't mean a thing.
That's what I figure. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
I'm not going to miss the movie. You two can do what you want. I'm going.
Well, I think we should all go home.
So do I. She's right, Lavinia.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
They argued for 5 minutes, then the 3 of them went to the theater. Francine and Helen reluctantly, Lavinia head high, self-possessed, cool. In the auditorium, they sat in the odor of ancient brass polish, waiting for the second show to begin. And the lights began to fade.
Lavinia. What? As we came in, a man in a dark suit followed us. He was thin, and I think he had a pale face. He just came in, and he's sitting behind us.
What?
Oh, Helen.
What man?
Man behind us. It's the one Mr. Briggs said was in the drugstore behind us now.
Oh, I'm calling the manager. It's him. Oh, stop the movie. Stop it. Put on the lights. It's the murderer, the lonely one. He's here. Put on the lights. Lights!
The drugstore clock said 11:25. They'd come out of the theater feeling new. And now they were laughing at Francine. And Francine was laughing at herself.
You see how silly it was. All that riot for nothing.
When you went running up the aisle screaming lights, honestly, I thought I'd die.
Oh, that poor man.
The theater manager's brother from Racine. Oh, Francie.
Well, I did apologize.
Now, you see what a panic can do. And all for nothing.
We shouldn't have stopped for sodas, though.
Wasn't that a wonderful picture? Will you ever forget?
The streets were clean and empty. Not a car or a truck or a person was in sight. The ladies walked under a flickering neon sign, buzzing like a dying insect. The sounds of their heels sharp on the baked pavement.
First, we'll walk you home, Francine.
Oh, no, I'll walk you home.
If you walked me home, you'd have to come back across the ravine alone. I know you. If a leaf even fell on you, you'd drop dead.
Well, I could stay the night at your house.
No, it's all settled. First, I'll take you home, and then Helen.
Lavinia, Helen, stay here with me tonight. It's late, and Mrs. Murdoch has an extra room.
No, thanks. I don't sleep well away from my own bed.
Oh, please, Lavinia, please. I don't want you dead.
Now, you've got to stop this. I mean it. I promise I'll call you the very minute I get home.
Now, will you? Will you really?
I promise.
And Helen, you make her promise you to call.
I will.
Well, good night. Be careful.
Now, I'll walk you home.
The courthouse clock struck the hour. The sounds went across a town that was empty. Emptier than it had ever been before. Over empty streets and empty lots and empty lawns, the sound went.
10, 11, 12.
I don't suppose it's any use asking you to stay, Lavinia.
There's no reason for me to.
You've acted so strangely tonight.
I'm just not afraid, that's all. And I'm curious, I suppose. Of course, I'm using my head. I mean, logically, the lonely one can't be around. Not now, with the police and all.
Did you ever think that maybe your subconscious doesn't want you to live anymore?
You and Francine, honestly, Helen.
Well, I feel so guilty. I'll be drinking a cup of coffee just about the time you get to the ravine. And, ooh, that awful bridge in the dark. You will call us the minute you get home, won't you? I won't sleep a wink if you don't.
I'll call. Now, good night.
Lavinia Nebbs walked down the midnight street, down the late summer silence. She saw the houses with their dark windows, and far away she heard a dog barking. She thought to herself,
in 5 minutes, I'll be safe at home. In 5 minutes, I'll be phoning Francine and Helen. They're so silly, like old hens. Old. I'm older than either of them.
She heard a man's voice singing away among the trees, and she walked a little faster. And then coming down the street toward her in the dimming moonlight was a man.
Well, look who it is. What a time of night for you to be out, Miss Nebbs.
Officer Kennedy. Oh, I'm so glad it's you.
Something wrong, Miss Nebbs?
No, nothing at all. I'm just glad it's you.
You know you shouldn't be out now.
I know. I've been to the movies. It is late.
Yeah, come on. I better see you home.
Oh, no. I can make it fine.
Yeah, moon's going behind the trees. Be pretty dark.
I'm not afraid of the dark, Mr. Kennedy.
You sure you'll be all right?
Quite sure.
All right,
Thank
tell you
you.
what. I'll wait here till you cross. If you need help, just give a yell and I'll come running. I'll check by your house later on my way back.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
As she walked away, she thought,
I won't walk in the ravine with any man. How do I know who the lonely one is? No, thank you.
then the ravine. She stood on top of the 113 steps, down the steep brambled bank that led across the creaking bridge 100 yards and up through the Black Hills to Park Street.
3 minutes from now, I'll be putting my key in the house door. Nothing can happen. Nothing.
She started down the dark green steps into the deep ravine night.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
The ravine was deep,
11,
and the world was gone.
13,
The world of safe people in bed,
16,
the locked doors,
17,
the town, the drugstore,
19,
theater,
20,
lights.
21,
Everything was gone.
23,
Only the ravine existed
25,
and lived,
26,
black and huge around her.
29, 30, 31. Nothing's happened, has it? No one around, is there? Remember that old ghost story you told each other when you were children? About the dark man coming into your house and you upstairs in bed. And now he's at the first step coming up to your room. Now he's at the second step. Now he's at the third, the fourth, the fifth step. How you laughed and screamed at the story. Now the horrid man is at the 12th step, opening your door. Now he's standing by your bed. Ah! What the... There at the bottom of the steps. A man under the light. No. He's gone. He was waiting there. Oh, but there's nothing. It's empty. There's nothing. Nothing on the bridge. Fool. It's that story I told myself. How silly. Shall I call Mr. Kennedy? Did he hear me scream? Or did I scream? Maybe I only thought I did. Then he didn't hear me at all. I'll go back up. Go to Helen's and sleep there tonight. No. It's nearer home now. Don't be silly. Wait. Someone's following me. Someone's on the steps behind me. I don't dare turn around. Every time I take a step, he takes one. Officer Kennedy, is that you? Is it?
The crickets were suddenly still. The crickets were listening. The night was listening to her. Then there was a sound. Only a woodchuck, surely, beating a hollow log. But it was Lavinia Nebbs. It was most surely the heart of Lavinia Nebbs. She went down the steps faster, faster. Run. She heard music. In a mad way, a silly way, she heard the surge of music that pounded at her, rushed, plunging her faster and faster down into the pit of the ravine.
Only a little way. Across the bridge. Run! Run! Don't turn. Don't look. If you see him, you'll not be able to move. Just run.
And across the bridge, up the path between the hills, to the top of the path, the street. And even with the light, the fear swirled about her, closing in, pressing.
If I get home safe, I'll never go out alone. I was a fool. Never again. If you let me get home for this, I'll never go out again alone. I promise. Please. Please. Let me. Please. Please, please. Give me time to get inside and lock the door, and I'll be safe. Oh, safe at home. Safe at home. Listen, not a sound. Oh, wait. I'll never get home. Wait. Oh. The window. Why, there's no one there at all. Nobody. There was no one following me at all. Nobody running after me. How silly. If a man had been following me, he'd have caught me. I can't run as fast as a man. I wasn't running from anything except me. The ravine was safer than safe. Oh, it's nice to be home, though. Home's the really good, warm, safe place. The only place.
She had just put her hand out to the light switch when she heard it behind her in the blackness. Just a movement.
What? What? Who is it?
Beautiful.
Suspense, in which Miss Jeanette Nolan starred with Paula Winslow, Eve McVeigh, and Bill Conrad in tonight's presentation of Ray Bradbury's The Whole Town Sleeping, adapted by Anthony Ellis. Next week, the story of a fishing cruise and bait that was a life insurance policy. We call it Over the Bounding Main. That's next week on Suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by Anthony Ellis. The music was composed by Lucian Marlowick and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. Featured in the cast were Tom McKee, Florence Walcott, Tom Brown, and Will Wright.
Thursday nights, The Whistler brings mystery on the CBS Radio Network.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... E.G. Marshall. There are parts of California that haven't changed in centuries. Along the coastline, the waves of the Pacific beat on the shores just as they did during the gold rush. Mansions built in the 1800s stand ghost-like and untenanted. One of them, with 10 rooms, 40 windows, has been empty for most of 30 years. Until today. Our mystery drama, The Secret of Crow's Nest, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Gerald Keane and stars Mandel Kramer and Carol Teitel. Why has this house withstood the bulldozer and the developers? One reason, no one thinks it's for sale. Another, there is no way to build a clutch of cottages or ranch houses off a road that winds like a corkscrew up a mountainside. So there it stands. Crow's Nest, it's called. A wooden mansion of many secrets, shutters shut, doors locked, the iron gates below the house rusted as they stand open. What happened here 30 years ago? It looks like whoever left that mountain lodge left in an awful hurry. But now, a visitor.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
Yes.
The real estate office in Trudeau said it was all right to have a look around.
What for?
I've got a letter from them, Williamson. Here, you see, permit bearer to, They told me this house could be viewed any day between noon and 6 o'clock. Afraid it's awfully close to 6, but I had a flat tire on my way up the mountain, so I had to leave my car and walk.
You aiming to live here?
Oh, I don't know. I'd like to have a look around first.
Crow's Nest is not for sale.
Williamson's gave me to understand that it might be.
Well, all right then. It's no use you standing out there. Come on inside. Now, if you wait a minute here in the hall, I'll go get some candles.
Why, they shut off the electricity?
Oh, we never had any electricity. When Mr. and Mrs. Burns lived here, they kept to the old ways, you know, coal stoves, wood in the fireplace, candles, kerosene lights. It was the way they liked it.
Mm-hmm. I guess you're the housekeeper, the caretaker here?
Well, shall we say I do take care of the place. I'm not much on titles.
No, neither am I. Now, let's see, the main hall is through there, and beyond that, the trophy room.
Hey, mister, have you been here before?
Why do you ask?
Well, not many people know about the trophy room, or where it was. I keep the kitchen here pretty much in order. I heat up a meal when I'm cleaning. The main hall is through that door. It's where the Burnses used to eat in front of the fire in wintertime. It's an informal place, you might say. I suppose you noticed those big logs that make up the timbered walls.
Oh, yes, very handsome. What else can you tell me about Crow's Nest?
Well, it was built by Mrs. Burns' great-grandfather. They say he made his money in the gold rush up at Sutter's Mill. 4 generations lived here. I'm real surprised the real estate people said that Crow's Nest was for sale. Now, you see, off the main hall are the bedrooms. 3 of them on this side and 1 over on the other. So, so you're thinking of buying, huh?
No, I'm thinking of having a look around.
Well, we don't get many people up this way.
Do you live here?
No, I live down at the bottom of the mountain, in Trudeau. I come up here to take care of things. Do you know the town?
Trudeau. Came through it on my way up. Tell me, how long has the lodge been unoccupied?
Oh, a long time. It's changed hands a few times in 30 years, but it's in good shape. See, this place needs a special kind of owner. You know, people who like the mountain. People who don't need other people too much.
Mm-hmm. Is that what the Burnses were like?
How did you know their name?
You told me.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, I guess I did.
They say this place is haunted. Is that so?
People are always talking.
This is, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Miss Mantle.
Miss Mantle. I'm asking about the house because I want to know. I'm not making idle gossip.
I appreciate that. And if Williamson told you to come and have a look around, I'll do what I can to help. It's only, well...
What?
Well, if I say what I think, perhaps no one will want the place.
Let me be the judge of that, Miss Mantle. Unless your idea is to scare people away.
I don't have to. There are funny noises, but old houses always make noises.
Well, depends what they are. People moving around? Voices?
Oh, it's most probably in people's imaginations.
Yours too? What do you hear?
Well, when the wind blows down that main chimney, it makes quite a draft. Sometimes I'm cleaning in one of the rooms, and it makes real loud noises.
Do you hear words?
Well, if I were a nervous person, I guess I could think so.
Who pays you, Miss Mantle?
Look, I'm not here to talk about me.
Oh, sounds like one of our mountain storms coming up.
Well, I better make sure everything's shut tight. That wind down the chimney. I'd be upstairs and, see, I'd hear a loud bang, a loose door getting caught by the draft.
A bang? From any particular place?
Oh, the trophy room. That door's awful loose.
A bang? Like a shot being fired?
What did you say?
I said a bang like a shot being fired.
How did you know? Maybe.
Has anyone else ever heard the sound of a shot in this house?
Maybe. People hear all kinds of things, and they say all kinds of things. And when there's been a tragedy in a house, well, you know what people are like.
A tragedy, yes. Have you ever seen anything out of the ordinary, Miss Mantle?
No, never. I've heard things, but I say to myself, you're hearing things. And if I didn't tell myself I was hearing things, why, a body could go crazy.
It happens that often?
When it's dark. So it's mostly in the wintertime. When it gets dark early, I usually try to get down the mountain while it's still light, but sometimes you can't. But my Jeep takes me most anywhere.
There's a storm coming up now. I'd like to talk to you a little more. Come along to the trophy room. I'll start up a fire. Is there wood?
No, I'd rather not go in there.
Why not? A great deal more I want to know.
No, not in there. Please, not me.
That's where it happened. In the trophy room.
You could light a fire in the main hall. Good fireplace there. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd prefer it.
It's burning nicely.
You did that like an expert.
These old fireplaces. They knew how to build them in those days. Sit a little closer, Miss Mantle.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm all right where I am.
I did as you asked. I lit a fire in the main hall. So tell me what you know about Crow's Nest.
Well, 30 years ago, Mr. and Mrs. Burns, that's Hayward James Burns, and his wife lived here. He'd inherited the lodge from his father. Oh, goes back generations. They loved this place. They'd go camping, backpacking, hunting.
What about Slade Brown?
How did you know that name?
Tell me what you know about him.
He was a guest here. One day, Mr. Burns went out hunting and accidentally injured his toe, so he had to stay indoors for a while. But Mrs. Burns and Mr. Slade would go out every day together. Mr. Burns didn't want his wife to stay cooped up here just because of his foot.
You seem to know the story pretty well.
You couldn't help knowing because of what happened. One day, they found Mr. Slade Brown dead on the floor of the trophy room. And Mr. Burns, he was holding the rifle. He didn't remember anything, he said, but they put him in prison for 30 years. If he's still alive, he must be out by now.
Do people around here still think Mr. Burns killed his friend?
What else can they think?
But he said he didn't remember anything, that he didn't do it.
Oh, it was him. He had to have done it. His lawyer tried to say he was insane or blacked out or something, but the jury didn't believe that. You see, there was talk about Mrs. Burns and this Slade Brown. They must have figured it could have been jealousy.
You think Jim Burns did it too, don't you, Miss Mantle?
Yes, I do. It was sad. James Burns never knew how sad it was.
Sad?
Maybe there wasn't anything going on between Mrs. Burns and Slade Brown, but Mr. Burns must have thought there was. That's why I said it was sad.
So you, too, believe Jim Burns killed Slade?
It was his rifle. The bullet came from it. One bullet. And there was no one else in the house but Mrs. Burns.
Miss Mantle, I'm going to tell you something. I went to school with Jim Burns. He wouldn't kill anyone. Oh, sure, he liked game hunting and fishing and target practice and all the outdoor things. But kill a human being? Never. I knew him as well as my right hand. If he said he didn't remember firing that gun, he didn't. And as for being jealous of Slade Brown, it wasn't possible. Jim was crazy about his wife, and she loved him. 5 years they'd been married, and they shared Crow's Nest. It was their heaven on earth, this old lodge. I'm sorry, Miss Mantle. I didn't mean to scare you. I knew all about this place, but I wanted to know what you knew. Here's Jim Burns dying by inches in jail for 30 years for something he didn't do.
How else could it have happened?
I wish I knew.
What do you want? What are you going to do?
I want to stay on here tonight.
No, that's not possible. I couldn't agree to that.
Even if you stayed in the house?
Oh, not me, never. So, if you don't mind, I'll be locking up and start back.
The weather's pretty nasty out there.
Oh, don't worry. My Jeep can make it in any weather.
But I haven't looked the whole place over yet.
Well, you arrived here too late.
Surely I had to walk up half the mountain. As long as I'm here, what difference does it make to you?
Look, come back the day after tomorrow. That's when I'm at Crow's Nest again.
If you don't mind, Miss Mantle, I think I'll stay. I have my reasons.
No, you don't. I'm going to have to insist you go. I'm locking up.
But I've hardly spent any time here at all.
I am leaving here now, and so are you.
All right. Hadn't I better put out the fire?
Oh, yes. You're a strange man.
Why do you say that?
The way you suddenly gave up. All right, you said. I'll go.
I can wait. I've waited this long.
I can give you a ride down the mountain back to Trudeau.
Tell me, Miss Mantle, what would you have done if I had absolutely refused to leave?
I would have told the police in the morning.
What, that I spent the night here, that I was trespassing?
No. Because you are James Burns. And I think the police would like to know where you are.
How did you know?
I guessed. Are you James Burns?
Yes.
For 30 years, a man serves out his prison term for a crime he has no recollection of committing. Now he has returned to where it happened, to where he lived happily with his wife, to where his best friend was killed. It's unusual for Mystery Theater to bring you the end of the story before the beginning, threads woven into a design of death. But what we hope we shall unravel is the how and the why. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Finer voices than mine have told a similar tale. It's 300 years old, and the plot is almost identical. Said Christopher Marlowe, to suffer at the hands of fate, to suffer punishment unjustly, oh, to outlive that memory, those spent tears, those unhealed wounds, and turn back time to the innocence of a happier day. Now, to the present, from Marlowe to Mystery Theater, to a woman who guards a haunted house and a man who has served his time.
Oh, wouldn't you know it?
Well, keep trying.
Oh, no, better not. It's probably flooded.
Okay, we'll wait. Wasn't coming down so hard we could walk.
Huh, would you? It's 5 miles.
Oh, I often have. And come back. Should we go back inside?
I don't think we have any choice.
Well, I got the fire started again. Where will you sleep, Miss Mantle?
In the kitchen. I can light the stove. It'll be warm enough. Mr. Burns, why did you come back to Crow's Nest pretending you wanted to buy this place?
I'm here to find out something. What happened there in that trophy room 30 years ago is known only to the Lord himself. Slade is dead. My memory's dead. I've been waiting a long time to find out.
You think the walls will speak to you?
I suppose it depends on who was haunting this place.
I think you're crazy.
A lot of people have said that.
Did you know me 30 years ago?
I didn't recognize you today, if that's what you mean.
Because of this beard, this big, white, bushy beard I grew in jail.
No, not only that. Your eyes are different. Even your voice isn't the same. A man of 55 is not much like a boy of 25.
Now, when you've lived longer in a cell than in a house, you change a great deal.
But there's always something, though, some little thing.
Back then, you did know me.
Yes.
Did I know you?
I don't think you did. Not very well.
Incredible. I guess you saw me around here in Trudeau, maybe?
I did. There and other places.
I'm sorry to say that I don't recall you.
White hair changes a woman, too.
All right. Good night, then. I'll take this candle. You take the other one. I'm going into the trophy room.
No, please don't.
Why? Why do you care?
I wish you wouldn't go in there.
I must. Don't you understand?
No, there's wickedness in there.
This was my house. And that room is my only way to find out.
Not at night. Can't you wait till it's daylight?
Miss Mantle, why do you care what room I go to? Good night.
Let me go in with you for a moment to see if there's a proper place for you to sleep. Most of the furniture was taken away years ago.
Look at that. It hasn't changed much. Just as I remember it. Can't believe that no one's been in here in all these years. It's so clean. Miss Mantle, you never came in here?
I used to. Sometimes. In the middle of the day. But not in the last few years. I'm not as strong as I was.
I tell you, it's a miracle. Look here, the glass on the gun case is just as it was. Not a crack in it. A lot of beautiful historic rifles used to stand in there.
Are you going to stay in here the whole night?
I don't know for how long, Miss Mantle.
Oh, where will you sleep? There's not a stick of furniture.
I'll start this fire, lie down on the hearth. The mantelpiece, how smooth it is. And the paneling. Where is it now? Where is that?
Well, there's nothing on the mantelpiece, I'm afraid, but dust.
Ah, yes, there is. It's still there.
What is?
And this wood panel over the center of the fireplace.
What did you find?
A bullet hole. It's still here. That bullet hole.
Was that made by the shot that
killed Slade? I believe it was. Good night, Miss Mantle.
You are absolutely certain you wish to remain in this room?
The answer is definitely yes. Now, good night. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, and Miss Mantle, should you hear any sounds or voices in the night, it will only be me.
You're going to talk to yourself?
And to whatever spirits these four walls contain. You should be able to get a good night's rest. The storm is passing over. So remember, if you hear anyone talking, it's most likely me. Good night. I have come back, Slade. Slade, do you hear me? I, Hayward James Burns. I'm standing in exactly the same spot where I stood 30 years ago. Why did you die, Slade? Who shot you? You must have the answer. Do you remember Jeff Conroy? He was at school with us. Jeff was my lawyer. The day I was found guilty of killing you, Jeff came to my cell. I asked him the same question.
Jimmy, I feel awful. I'm terribly sorry, but we didn't have a chance. There was nothing I could do.
Who killed him, Jeff? Who was it? Why was he killed?
You don't remember anything still?
About that night? I've told you over and over, Jeff. I told it all on the witness stand.
We tried. We said you blacked out. Don't you remember? They didn't believe us.
You did your best. But there's a reason for all this. There's got to be. If I did shoot Slade, why don't I remember?
I think the jury suspected you were jealous of Slade.
All that talk about Martha and Slade, it wasn't true. Not Slade. He would never have come between Martha and me. Never.
It would have helped if we could have gotten her to the stand.
Couldn't those 12 good men and true get it through their heads that she's still in shock? In a hospital? The doctor said she might endanger her life if we had her testify. Couldn't they understand that?
Well, sure, Jimmy. They believe she was ill from the shock. But what brought that shock about is what turned the verdict against you.
Stupid fools.
If only you could remember, Jeff.
Jeff, I swear to you, as I did the first day you undertook to defend me, I do not remember.
Sure, I believe that. Well, I'm getting up an appeal. That'll help gain us time. And by the time the case is heard again, Martha will have recovered enough to testify.
Poor girl, what I've brought on her head.
She's our only hope. If Martha tells what she knows, she might save you.
You mean save my life?
Oh, no. The death penalty doesn't exist in this state. But the judge could hang 20 to 30 years around your neck.
Good Lord, Jeff, I'll be an old man by then.
All right, Jimmy, I'm going now. And as soon as Martha's well enough, I'll go see her. Pray every day, too. Everything helps. Martha? Martha, it's me, Jeff Conroy. How's it going?
Oh, hello, Jeff. Pretty well, I guess. When are they going to let me get out of bed?
Oh, I talked to the doctors, and they said in a week or two. Isn't that good news?
I don't understand, Jeff. Where is everybody?
I'm the first person who's been allowed to see you. And I sure had to pull a lot of strings to do it.
Where's Jimmy? Has he been to see me?
Don't you know?
It's all been such a whirl in my head. I don't even know why I'm in the hospital. Nobody tells you anything here.
Oh, well, you suffered a shock.
What kind of a shock? Why isn't Jimmy here?
He'd be here if he could. Martha, the reason I'm here, and I'm here not only as a friend, but...
I want to know how long I've been in this place. What did I do? What do you mean, shocked?
Hey, hold on, Martha. One question at a time, huh? I want you to try to remember...
Look, Jeff, stop playing with me. How long have I been here?
4 weeks.
I've been in the hospital for 4 weeks.
Well, you were sort of in a coma, and then you were delirious, and the doctors thought it advisable to remain quiet until you got better.
4 weeks?
Martha, this is very important. I'm talking to you not only as an old friend, but as Jimmy's lawyer.
Lawyer?
Do you remember that night at Crow's Nest that you and Slade Brown had been out backpacking and you came home around dinner time?
Slade? Yes. Oh, yes, I think so. Jimmy had shot his own toe off or something equally stupid, and he was laid up all week. I think he couldn't make the day trips with Slade and me.
Do you remember what happened when you and Slade came back?
Came back? When? Well, we went out each day on different trails. Sometimes to Mount Baldy, sometimes to the Clay Pass. Which day? Why?
Well, on this day, Slade and Jimmy had a fight about something.
They did?
Well, Jimmy was cleaning one of his guns in the trophy room. Do you remember now? It was a quarrel.
Oh, why don't you ask Slade? Maybe he remembers.
You don't recall having been in the trophy room with Slade Brown and your husband and a gun going off?
What?
What happened, Martha? What happened?
A gun? Whose gun? Why don't you ask Slade? I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't ask Slade. He's dead.
Oh, no.
Martha, try to remember, please.
Yes. Yes, that time Yes. Slade and Jimmy. I brought them drinks. They were angry. They were both very angry. Jimmy, he said things.
And then?
I don't know.
You mean you don't remember anymore?
Slade is dead?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Martha. Jimmy's been found guilty of killing him. I have an appeal in the works, but I need a witness. You're the only one who can save him.
I wish I were dreaming all this.
Won't you please try to tell me?
I can't tell you anything, Jeff. I wasn't there.
You left the room?
I walked out of the trophy room, and they stayed in there. What they said and what they did, I don't know. And after that, I remember absolutely nothing.
You're sure now? You're sure? You don't remember the police arriving or anything?
What police? No, I don't remember any of that. Just waking up and being here.
So you were not in the room. You saw nothing, and you heard nothing.
All I know, is I wasn't in that room.
Okay. I guess that's what I'll have to tell Jimmy.
If Martha says she wasn't in the trophy room, that's the truth, Jeff. I've never known her to lie.
Yes? Who knows?
Why do you say who knows?
Look, Jimmy, I'll tell you why. After years of practicing law, you develop an instinct when a person is telling the truth and when he isn't. In your case, I'll be honest with you, I do believe your mind went blank. I do believe you don't remember what happened that night. Unfortunately, all the evidence of fingerprints in your rifle where Slade's body fell, the bullet they dug out of the wall, all of this is irrefutable. But you still, and I honestly believe this, are telling me the truth. But in the hospital yesterday when I talked to Martha, Jimmy, I didn't believe her. I sensed she knew something she wasn't about to tell me.
Does she know now that I've been sentenced for murder? That I'm here in prison?
She didn't know, but I told her.
Does she know Slade is dead?
Yes. And Jimmy, believe me, the way she took that, it was strange. Very strange. I can't say any more.
No, say it. Go ahead, say it.
Jimmy, I know you love Martha, but what came across to me was that of the two men who were in your trophy room together...
I know what you're going to say, Jeff. That she was heartbroken. Slade was killed. Well, why shouldn't she be?
Oh, no, it was more than that, Jimmy. I had the strong impression that her sorrow was because the wrong man had died.
What so many of our tales of mystery boil down to is who is telling the truth. One has to weigh that question against who has got the most to lose or the most to gain by lying. Hayward James Burns has already paid society's price. What he has to gain now is peace of mind. And what of his wife of 30 years ago? Where is she now? We will undoubtedly have all the answers when I return shortly with Act 3.
This is WBBM Chicago News Radio 78. 72 degrees at Midway. 4 minutes after 11 o'clock. Muhammad Ali has regained his World Championship boxing crown.
Is it possible for a man to will the past to life? To force himself to remember the forgotten? 30 years ago, in a mountain lodge high in the California hills, a man was shot to death. Another man was accused, sentenced, and served time for a crime he cannot remember committing. Now, alone in the very room where death took place, he agonizes over that blank in his memory.
Slade! Slade, come back to me! Make me remember what happened.
Mr. Burns! Mr. Burns! Mr. Burns, are you all right?
Go away! Go away! I'm fine. I'm all right.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Burns. Who can sleep with such goings-on?
What are you saying?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I permitted you to remain in that room on condition you'd be quiet and not make a fuss. All this shouting and screaming, it's too much. Do you understand, Mr. Burns? It's too much.
I'm sorry, Miss Mantle. I'll do my best to keep my voice down.
Such a night. They should never have let you come up here. It was a big mistake.
I said I'd be quiet. Now, will you please go?
Whatever are you doing in that room? That's what I'd like to know.
Get out. Get out before I lose my temper. Now go! Slade, I'm standing on the exact spot where I was. I'm looking out the window, and I see you and Martha coming back to the lodge. You're walking slowly, holding hands. Martha's whispering something into your ear. She's pointing to this window. Neither of you can see me. I'm standing behind a curtain, Slade. I want you to come up here to the trophy room. Do you hear me, Slade?
Hi, Jim, old buddy. How's the foot? Huh. See you standing up and putting some weight on it.
You and Martha have a good time?
Found a new trail and deer. Too bad it's not the hunting season.
Oh, which way'd you go?
Oh, we took the North Fork up by Old Baldy. You know, this morning when we left at 5, you was still snoozing away. Martha and I want to try the same trail tomorrow if the weather holds out and just keep going a little further. Say, where is that wife of yours? I told her to fix me a drink. Come on in.
I hate to be laid up like this. Miss all those hikes.
Oh, that toe ought to heal soon. I mean, I'd like to be sympathetic, old buddy, but it sure was stupid shooting yourself in the foot.
Oh, I agree entirely. That jittery old New England hunting rifle. You know, when I'm loading her, I always point her down at the ground. Well, my foot must have slipped on a rock, and away she went. Lucky it was only a toe.
Hey, Martha, hurry it up with that drink, huh? You know, Jimmy, old buddy, you sure got a lot of beauties in this gun case.
Oh, you like them? Most of these are black powder guns. Now, here's one. Heft that. That's called the Connecticut Valley. Actually, it's a spitting image of a Kentucky rifle. And here's one that was used by my great-grandfather when he came over from Kentucky Territory. You know, since I have so much time in my hands, I've been pulling them down and giving them all a cleaning.
Hey, maybe I'll come back here for the deer season.
I wish you would. You could use this gun. You know, this is so accurate that in the old days, a frontiersman could bring down a squirrel from the top of a tree or drop a deer at 100 yards with it. Look at the lock plate. Just look at that workmanship. Go on, heft it. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, hello, Martha.
Oh, what a perfect day it's been. Oh, sorry you couldn't be with us, Jimmy. Here you are, Slade. Here's your glass.
Thank you.
Oh, look, I almost spilled it. I don't know what I have to be nervous about. And one for you, too, Jimmy.
Where's yours, honey?
Oh, I didn't feel much like a drink.
Oh, you don't look like you need to pick me up. Your cheeks are all flushed. You look great.
I'm still picking leaves and twigs out of my hair. Slade and I found this little valley on the other side of Old Baldy, completely protected. I don't think a human being's been there since the beginning of time.
Well, cheers, Martha. Cheers, Jimmy.
Cheers.
Well, now that I've brought you boys your drinks, I'm going down to do something about dinner. Slade said he'd like a big fat steak. Would that suit you, Jimmy?
Anything Slade wants is all right with me.
Oh, and I made a chestnut pie for dessert.
Hey, no kidding. That's my favorite.
See, old pal, you come up here for a week of backpacking and you get the royal treatment.
I'll call you both as soon as it's on the table.
Slade, can I ask you something?
Why, anything at all, old buddy.
How come you never got married?
Oh, you know why.
Must have been other girls.
I kid you not. When Martha chose you, I knew I'd never find anybody I cared for as much, so I just stopped looking.
Did you ever tell Martha that?
No, never did. Until this week. The day after you were laid up, remember, she was so disappointed to have to take to the trails alone. I said, well, I'll go along.
Mm-hmm. You didn't take much convincing.
Well, I came up here to get some outdoor air in my lungs. I didn't know you couldn't shoot straight. Well, anyway, that first day on the trail, we sort of got talking. And I said, what was it like being married to you for 5 years? And she said, why? And I said, well, just that I'd never gotten her out of my mind.
Slade, I've been doing a lot of thinking this past week. You two going off every day alone.
Oh, now come on, old buddy.
Wondering if I were you, and you were in my shoes, stuck here, what would I have done?
About what?
Staking a claim.
Oh, now, Jimmy, old buddy, you got me all wrong.
Don't old buddy me, old pal. I know just what you two have been up to.
Well, you must be crazy.
Martha, the way she looks at you.
Now, you letting your imagination get the best of you. If it makes any difference to you, I'll pack up and go back home to San Francisco tonight. I don't want to make any enemies.
I'll run for it,
And it isn't really very nice what you're saying about your own wife, either. You ever think of that?
Look, I know her. It's taken me 5 years, but I know her.
Jimmy? Jimmy, I can't find the corkscrew for the wine. Jimmy, hey, what is it with you two?
Nothing. We were just talking. Here, let me have that rifle back, Slade. I'll return it to the case.
Okay.
Careful how you hand it to me.
Why, is it loaded?
Some of them are. I'm not quite sure which ones. Well, let go of it, Slade. Will you give me the gun back?
Oh, you coward.
Slade, what's the matter?
You gun-happy coward.
Will you give me that gun?
He's been telling me that you and I have been enjoying ourselves up in the forest while he's been here.
What do you mean? Sure we have.
That's not what he meant, Martha. I told Jimmy what I told you a couple of days ago, the way I've always felt.
Oh, Slade, why did you? What was the point of that?
When Jimmy asked me. Yes, if you want to know I love her, that's the truth.
And how do you feel about Slade, Martha?
Slade, please put that gun down.
Oh, it's an antique. It's not loaded.
Martha, I asked you a question. How do you feel about Slade?
Oh, tell him, Martha.
I'm not saying anything until that gun is back in the case where it belongs.
Okay, old buddy, take the darn thing.
All right, now you, Jimmy.
All right, I've put it away.
Look, we're just friends, like the two of you.
Is that the truth?
Did I ever lie to you? Ever?
No, but maybe it isn't all the truth.
Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy, what's the use? You and I know we aren't getting along. We live together, but who are we kidding? Ourselves?
You disgust me.
Hey, now, wait a minute,
That's
Jimmy.
the word, Martha.
I think I fell out of love with you, Jimmy, when I found out that without guns and hunting and all this campfire kind of a life, you weren't much of anybody.
You made me believe you liked it.
I had to make myself believe that.
So do you. I'm nobody.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I didn't realize it myself until I saw Slade again.
I knew it.
I don't want to hurt you, and I don't really think it'll take you very long to get over losing me. You've got too much pride. Anyway, look, let's behave ourselves. We're up here, the three of us, alone. I'm sure we can all act in a civilized way. Now, I'll have dinner ready in half an hour. I'll get that bottle of wine open somehow.
Well, she's a sensible girl. Jimmy? Jimmy, old buddy. Jimmy, what are you doing?
Mr. Conroy?
Yeah, I'm Jeffrey Conroy. I came as soon as I got your call.
You know Mr. James Burns?
Well, I'm his lawyer. He was just paroled from prison.
Yes, I know. I'm Sheriff Clark, County Homicide.
That's some haul up this mountain. What is it with Mr. Burns? Is he up here at Crow's Nest?
I'm afraid we have some sad news. Mr. Burns was found yesterday in one of these rooms here. Dead, sir.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, he's been in prison for 30 years, and a few days after he gets out, he's dead? How'd he die, Sheriff?
Yeah, it's heart failure, according to the coroner.
Heart failure? Well, at least he made it up here. This lodge was the only home he ever had.
Yes, we've been checking our files about this place. Seems there's a murder here about 30 years ago.
Yes, that's right. Jimmy's best friend was shot here.
I brought some old file photographs with me. They're in the room where we found the body. If you'll follow me, Mr. Conroy.
Oh, sure. Oh, how I know this place. Jimmy used to keep his guns here, his silver cups and trophies. He called it his trophy room.
Yes, now take a look at this photograph, if you will. This was taken 30 years ago of a bullet hole above that mantelpiece.
Where did they find Jimmy's body?
Right there on the floor, in front of the fireplace. And just take a look at this photograph here. See the bullet hole?
No, I don't have to. I was right here 30 years ago. I don't have to look at your file photo. The hole is right there in the middle of that panel.
And just take a closer look, Mr. Conroy.
Oh, my Lord. Is that a...
Yes. A second bullet hole. The same size, right next to it. That's why we wanted you to come up here. Now, is this old photograph accurate? Was there only one bullet hole at that time?
I don't understand the second one at all. It looks new.
Yeah, neither do we. There's no rifle, no gun of any kind found on the premises. House is absolutely empty. Dust 3 inches deep in the hall, in the rooms, and only one set of footprints in the outside all the way to this room. There were Mr. Burns.
Sheriff, what do you make of it?
Yeah, there is something else. We made inquiries down in Trudeau. We learned that Mr. Burns' wife was living in some rented rooms and had been there for years under an assumed name. She called herself Miss Mantle.
Martha. I lost track of her so long ago. She just disappeared. I better get back to town and break the news to her.
I'm afraid it's too late for that, sir. Last night, we went along to where she was staying. She was dead.
She's dead?
Yes. A seizure. Also heart.
That's uncanny.
That's not the half of it, sir. What's most peculiar of all, The coroner ascertained the exact hour at which Mr. Burns died up here. Mrs. Burns, down there in town, apparently died at exactly the same time.
Crow's Nest still stands on a mountaintop on the California coast. The lodge is still empty, except for the secret it contains. We have come as close to discovering it as anyone, but even we don't know the whole story. How many of the old mansions and deserted dwellings in your neighborhood have hidden lives? More than you'd think. I'll be back shortly. Back to our old friend Chris Marlowe, who reminds us it lies not in our power to love or hate, for will in us is overruled by fate. Chris's old drinking companion, Will Shakespeare, saw fate a little differently. The fault, he said, lies not in our stars, but in ourselves. Somewhere between ourselves and our fates probably lies the truth. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Carol Teitel, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Summit at Camp David, Maryland is now expected to run at least through the weekend. This is Doug Poling reporting on the CBS Radio Network. The White House insisted there had been no crisis or deadlock in the negotiations, but Egyptian sources said the meeting had barely avoided collapse, and that their delegation is losing patience with the Israelis and with President Carter for failure to extract more concessions from Israeli Prime Minister Begin. The Egyptian sources claim Begin has been intransigent about the question of withdrawal from occupied Arab lands. President Carter on Friday met with President Sadat. Mr. Carter also spoke Friday morning with Israeli Foreign Minister Moshe Dayan. More news in a moment. In New Orleans Friday night, Muhammad Ali regained the world heavyweight boxing title with a unanimous decision over champion Leon Spinks. A report from Maury McGill of station WWL.
70,000 fans and a record-breaking $6 million gate ushered in the third coming of Muhammad Ali. The challenger, Ali, was the aggressor, using his boxing prowess and weight advantage and reach advantage to pummel Spinks nearly at will. Ali was the teacher, Spinks the pupil. Spinks and Ali punched it out and counterpunched, but Ali was more the aggressor. On hand to watch all of the action, Miss Lillian, Liza Minnelli, Sylvester Stallone, just among the many celebrities who are here on hand to watch the greatest become the first three-time heavyweight champion of the world. The way the judges went, it was a unanimous decision. 2 had 10s for Ali, 1 had 11 for Ali. Again, the third return of Muhammad Ali at the Louisiana Superdome. This is Maury McGill reporting for CBS News in New Orleans.
A typhoon has struck Japan with devastating winds. Bruce Dunning has a report from Tokyo.
Authorities in western Japan say 6 people are dead and 4 more missing in the wake of the typhoon. Winds reached velocities of up to 100 miles an hour, an all-time record in some areas. The high winds toppled giant steel towers carrying power lines, bending them flat to the ground. At the height of the storm, about 600,000 homes were without power. The storm left some 7,000 buildings damaged or destroyed as it swept eastward along the main Japanese island of Honshu toward the capital. But the typhoon has lost strength and is now only a heavy rainstorm expected to blow out to sea within a few hours. The weather forecasters warn, however, that another typhoon is building up in the Pacific Ocean south of Tokyo. Bruce Dunning, CBS News, Tokyo.
Firemen in Manchester, New Hampshire have voted to accept a compromise contract offer proposed by a federal mediator and end their 14-day-old strike. The firemen had been facing threatened jail terms at midnight unless they complied. Special federal mediator James Healy on Friday decided a 5-month-long labor dispute by awarding the nation's postal workers higher pay and lifetime job security. The binding settlement was announced by James Healy, but postal union leaders said they will hold ratification votes, and 2 union officials said they are not happy with the settlement as outlined by Healy. Now this.
In America, abandoned cars litter the land. But the people in Lexington, Kentucky are removing 100 of them a month. We discard millions of used tires, but in New Jersey, they're turning old tires into playgrounds for children. Our streets and countryside have become dumping grounds for trash, but all across America, people are now recycling 8 million tons of it a year. We create staggering amounts of garbage, but in Virginia Beach, they turned a mountain of garbage into a recreational hillside. Pollution is destroying our beachfronts and waterways, but in Huntington, Long Island, they're planting seagrass which cleanses the water for wildlife and man. The cure for pollution is people working together. For a brochure on what you can do, write Keep America Beautiful Incorporated, 99 Park Avenue, New York, New York, 10016. A public service message of this station, the Advertising Council, and Keep America Beautiful.
The government of Nicaragua has imposed censorship on news reports coming out of that country as President Somoza's National Guard continues to battle rebel forces trying to topple the regime. Some of the heaviest fighting on Friday was in the town of Leon, where government forces used warplanes and tanks against the rebels. The United States has urged the Nicaraguan government to negotiate a ceasefire with the rebel opposition. The Organization of American States decided on Friday to send a fact-finding team to investigate Costa Rican charges of Nicaraguan incursions into its territory. This is Doug Poling, CBS News.
Lipton Tea and Lipton Soup present Inner Sanctum Mysteries. Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum. This is your host to welcome you through the squeaking door for another half hour of lovely chills and shudders. Oh, before we begin tonight, I'd like to give you a word of advice. If you should ever walk through a cemetery at midnight and come face to face with a transparent personality floating above a tombstone, don't be frightened. After all, you can see right through him.
Good gracious, why do we have to talk about cemeteries?
Because, Mary, our story tonight is about a vampire. Where else would you expect to find one if not in a cemetery? In the Vampire State Building?
Well, suppose you go wait in that closet there and talk to the skeleton while I have a word with our Lipton listeners about one secret of success. You know, folks, when a Hollywood actress climbs up to stardom, it's usually because there's something different about her personality. And that's true of other success stories. Lipton Tea, for example, is the largest selling brand of tea in the world because it's different from other teas. Lipton's has that wonderful hearty flavor the tea experts call brisk, which means it's bright and zestful in taste, never wishy-washy or flat. Now, don't take my word for it. Compare Lipton's to other teas yourself. That's the real way to discover Lipton's rich, full flavor, Lipton's extra flavor that brings you all the goodness of a superb tea. It's full-bodied and satisfying, with a smooth, mellow tang that brings you real enjoyment. So pour yourself a cup of Lipton tea, folks, and then see for yourself what a difference that brisk flavor makes.
That's fine, Mary, but quietly, my dear.
Why the whisper, Mr. Hunt?
Don't make too much noise or you'll wake the dead. And we don't want to do that because tonight's story is called The Undead. It's an original radio play by Milton Lewis. Yes, and our star tonight is Anne Seymour, who plays the role of Diana.
I was alone here in the penthouse sleeping. The doors leading to the terrace were open. Suddenly, I was awakened by a queer, whirring noise that sounded like the flapping of wings. I opened my eyes. Moonlight filled the room. It was one of those clear, cloudless nights. But the winds moaned and howled like weeping women. Somewhere, a dog howled. I sat up, peered into the green light of the moon. Seeing nothing at first. I lay down again. My eyes were half closed. And I heard it again. The sound of wings beating on the air. Told myself it was nothing. Until out of the queer green shadows that surrounded me like a mist, I saw a pair of blood-red eyes close to my face. No, they weren't human eyes. They were rimmed with green. And they glittered like glass in the dark. I looked closer. Too frightened to move. Too terrified to cry out. The thing that seemed to be flying round my head looked like a bat. Said it wasn't a bat. Suddenly it floated down. I felt soft fur on my neck. Then my throat was pierced with a sharp, terrible pain. I started screaming, "Let me go! Let me go! Richard! Where are you, Richard? Richard!"
Go on, Diana.
When I felt your arms around me, I knew I was safe, Richard, but it was the most horrible dream I ever had.
Yes, I know, darling. You were hysterical.
What do you think it meant?
Well, nothing. Nothing, of course, dear. Everyone has nightmares like that sometime or other.
But it was so vivid. I could almost swear it happened just as I told it to you.
Now, Diana, do you really believe you've encountered a vampire?
I know it sounds ridiculous, darling.
Listen, baby, you're living in New York City on top of an 18-story building. This is 1945, not the Middle Ages. Well, the whole notion is just rubbish.
I tried to tell myself it was nonsense, too. But somehow... Oh, Richard, I want to get out of this place.
But why?
I don't like this apartment. There's something evil, sinister here. I've always felt it. And listen. Listen to that wind. The wind howl around here all the time.
Well, naturally, it's a penthouse, and it catches the winds from the river.
You hear that? Something flapping on the terrace.
That's just the awning.
There are always queer noises around here. All the time, and I can't bear it being alone here at night. Richard, please don't let me stay here alone tonight.
I can't stay with you, darling. I've got to go to the theater.
I don't want you to go there, please. Let your understudy take the part tonight. Take me away from here. Far away where it's warm and there's sunlight.
Diana, you don't know what you're saying, dear. I can't give up my part in the show.
Of course. Of course. Oh, darling, forgive me, please. I'm sorry I ever mentioned it. You do forgive me, don't you, Richard? Say you do.
Why, of course. You're just upset over this silly dream.
I know. I won't mention it again.
You're okay, baby. Well, it's 10 to 8. I'd better get going. Want to come with me?
Yes. No. No, I'm going to stay here.
But if this place frightens you...
That's just why I'm going to stay. And alone. I'm going to beat this thing. Somehow.
That's better, darling. Much better.
Here's your coat.
Right.
And you better take your scarf. It feels chilly. Richard.
Hmm?
I said I won't mention it again, but there's one thing more I have to tell you, that the face of that thing in my dream, it was your face.
Diana, in the name of heaven.
I won't talk of it anymore, I promise you, darling. I didn't mean to upset you just before you went to the theater. Just kiss me, dear. I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
Diana.
Good night, dear. I'll be waiting when you get back. It was just midnight, 2 nights later. I was waiting for Richard to come home from the theater. I was going through his desk looking for a postage stamp, and I found something that turned my blood to ice. It was a newspaper clipping dated 10 years ago. The picture of a man, and under it the caption,
Prominent real estate operator Richard Barker. Found dead of a sudden stroke. I looked at the picture again. There could be no doubt of it. It was Richard. I read further. The deceased will be buried at Woodlawn, Greenlawn Cemetery after services in the Westland Funeral Chapel.
Good evening, Diana.
Richard.
Why, what's the matter? You seem startled.
I didn't hear you come in.
Have you been brooding again?
No, Richard. Of course not.
Well, how do you feel tonight?
Not very well.
Weak?
Weak, sleepy, ill.
Well, no wonder. You've hardly been eating a thing. And I know that you never catch a wink of sleep.
I told you I can't sleep in the daytime as you do. As you do.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Why? Why do you sleep in the daytime?
I've been doing it for years.
Years?
What's so terrible about that? Most theatrical people do. We live and work at night.
Yes, I know.
Really, Diana, what is the matter with you?
Nothing. You think I'm losing my mind?
Well, I don't know what to think.
Why are you pretending?
Pretending what?
That you're something other than what you are. Because I know what you are, Richard.
Really?
I found out. This clipping I found in your desk, it tells how you died.
That clipping? Oh, that.
Why are you laughing?
Well, you see, it's a joke. It's a gag. One of my pictures was sent to the papers, publicity for a new play, you know. And a drunken typester put it in the obituary column. It's quite an amusing story.
I don't believe you. You're lying.
Listen, you can't go on like this.
No, don't touch me.
You're not well, darling.
Get your hands away from me.
I just want to kiss
you. No, don't touch me.
Diana, where are you going?
Out of here.
Diana, come back.
I'll come back when I've proved something to myself. Is there anyone there?
What do you want, ma'am?
I'm sorry to wake you up. Are you the caretaker here at Greenlawn?
Many years, ma'am.
I want to see the grave of Richard Barker.
Who are you?
Diana Barker. His wife.
But it's 1 in the morning, Mrs. Barker.
I know what time it is. I want to see the grave.
No one comes at a time like this.
Please, will you tell me? Perhaps this will help.
$10.
For disturbing you.
All right. You take the path in back of my house. Turn to the right. Have you a flashlight?
I brought one from the car.
It's only a short way, but it isn't a grave, ma'am. It's sort of a tomb.
Thank you. I'll find it.
You want me to come with you?
No, I've troubled you enough. Good night.
Good night.
Somewhere, an owl was howling, as though warning me not to go on with this insane adventure. But I knew I had to continue. I had to be certain. I followed his directions along the path of the cemetery. The moon poked yellow fingers through scudding clouds as though showing me the way. I was frightened, terrified. There's nothing to fear from the dead. I kept telling myself that to keep up my courage. The dead. Perhaps they were right. There was nothing to fear from them. But the undead. There was a tomb. The inscription was clear. Here lies Richard Barker, born May 7th, 1890. Died September 4th, 1935. There was a lock on the door. It was old and rusty. I'd come this far. I made up my mind. I picked up a stone. Smashed the lock. I opened the door. Blackness. Inky blackness, such as one imagines one would see at the end of the world. Turned on the flashlight I took from the car. Coffin was lying in the center of the tomb, on an altar. I felt my heart beating wildly, like a throbbing drum inside me. With a trembling hand, I opened the coffin. I looked down on a ghastly white satin lining. There That was all there was in the coffin. There was nothing else. It was empty. I looked up. There was a face staring at me in the shadows of the tomb. It was Richard.
Diana, I knew you'd come here.
Well, friends, that just goes to show that an empty coffin makes the most noise. You know, this is the kind of nice domestic story I like. The intimate family chronicle of a vampire.
My goodness, is that what you call intimate family life?
Of course, Mary. It looks like our lovebirds will even share the same coffin.
I'm afraid you're drawing a very strange picture of family life, Mr. Holst. Now, I always picture the family gathered around the dinner table. Everybody's laughing and happy. The bright lights push back the shadows of evening outside and shine on the teacups, where Lipton tea is waiting to add to the family's mealtime pleasure. Lipton's brisk flavor will make that good meal taste even better. Everyone around the table, from Junior to Grandfather, will enjoy its tempting fragrance, its deep amber color, and that brisk flavor that makes Lipton's different from other teas. They'll all like its full-bodied, hearty goodness and the zestful tang of Lipton's flavor. So serve Lipton tea for dinner at your house, folks, and round out the family picture with real enjoyment.
Right, Mary. And now let's go back to our horrors. Let me see. What dire predicament are we in tonight? Oh, yes. Diana has just discovered that her husband was wandering around his tomb. What would you do in a situation like that? Here's what Diana did. Listen.
I ran blindly, stumbling, tearing my clothes. Somehow I managed to reach the car, start the motor. In the car, I knew it wasn't all some dream. People didn't come back from the dead. Did they? Could they? I drove to the city. I wanted to see the lights, people, hear music. I wanted to be sure this was the world I'd always known. I tried to think. I tried to reason. I tried to understand what had happened to me. Because I knew something was happening to me. Something that I dreaded. I was becoming like them. Like Richard. I felt strange cravings. Desires that I didn't dare think of.
Excuse me, Mrs. Barker.
Oh.
May I sit with you?
I don't believe I know you.
Perhaps not. Does it make any difference?
No. No, it doesn't. Please sit down.
Thank you.
I'm glad you came over. I'm glad to be able to talk to anyone tonight.
I've been watching you for the last 10 minutes.
Have you?
You look very strange tonight.
How do you know me?
We all know each other.
We?
Yes. You realize you'll be dead soon.
Dead?
At least what they call dead.
You know what's happened?
Oh, yes, of course. I've seen it happening for weeks. Your face became paler and paler. It will not be long now. You will become one of us.
I don't want to.
It's not in your hands.
It isn't true. It can't be true.
It's quite true. Many of us have gone on for hundreds of years. Those who sustain us become like us.
And I...
There is no escape.
No, I don't believe it.
Don't you feel it? Blood. That strange desire.
Yes.
There. You see?
I don't want to.
I once tried to fight it, too. It's no use.
I'm going away. Far away. Where he can't reach me. I'm going now where no one can reach me.
Waiter! Waiter! Will you help me here? There's been an accident.
Everything is going to be all right, Diana.
Diana, just lie here and rest quietly. You're in your own home.
I opened my eyes and saw Claudia, my older sister. Never was so glad to see anyone in all my life. Claudia had always helped me, always advised me. She'd know what to do.
You want something to eat?
No, I'm not hungry.
But the doctor said you'd have to eat.
How did I get here?
You collapsed in the cocktail lounge. They brought you home.
When?
Last night.
It's dark out.
You've been sleeping almost 24 hours.
Where's Richard?
At the theater. Poor boy, he was so worried about you.
Was he?
Well, he sent for me. I've been with you since last night. Diana, what happened?
It's terribly difficult to explain. I sometimes think I'm losing my mind. I'd be sure that's what it is if I hadn't found out differently.
Tell me about it.
I found out Richard is dead. He's been dead for 10 years.
What are you talking about?
Still, Claudia. I went to Greenlaw and I saw his tomb. I opened it and the coffin was empty.
Diana.
I know what you're thinking, but I'm not insane. He never sleeps at night. Now I feel this strange craving. Claudia, don't steer. You know what you're saying. Yes, I know it sounds wild, fantastic, but I haven't told this to anyone, but it's true. There are things in this world you only think are primitive superstitions, but Claudia, you must believe me.
Yes, of course, I believe you, dear.
We must destroy Richard. I read about those things. We must destroy him by driving a wooden stake through his heart. That's the only way I can escape from him. That's the only way I can become a human being again.
Diana.
You'll help me, Claudia.
Of course, dear. Haven't I always helped you?
Where are you going?
Just to fix you something to eat.
No, you're going to leave me. Leave me here alone with him. I won't let you do that, Claudia.
That gun. Where did you get that gun?
We've always had one here. Ever since I first told Richard I was afraid of this place. You're not going to leave me alone now, Claudia. I'm not going to let you.
Of course not.
Get away from that door.
That's what you want.
Claudia, come back. No. No, you're insane. No. She was gone. Insane. She was so sure I was insane, she didn't even give me a chance to explain. I was alone in the house. I felt terribly weak. I wanted to sleep. I wanted to sleep forever and ever. But I knew if I lay down and closed my eyes, I might never open them again. Never open them and see the world as you or I used to. I'd be something else. I looked at the clock. Almost midnight. Richard would be coming back any minute. I ran to the door, locked it from the inside with a safety bolt. What to do? What to do? Police. I ran to the telephone.
Operator?
Hello, operator. Get me the police and hurry, please.
One moment, please.
Hurry, will you? This is a matter of life and death. Hello, are you ringing them?
Police department. Sergeant Kilwaitford.
Hello, police. You've got to help me.
Yes, what is it, please?
My husband, he's going to do something to me tonight. He's going to make me what he is.
What's that, lady?
He's been dead for 10 years. I saw his empty coffin. That's proof, isn't it? That's evidence. You always want evidence, and there it is. Now do you understand?
Well, I'm not sure I do, lady. What's your name?
Diana Barker.
Well, all right. Now, calm down. Tell me where you live.
I live... Oh, you think I'm insane, too, don't you?
I didn't say that.
You think I'm crazy, just as Claudia does.
If you'll just give me the address, lady.
Oh, what's the use?
Please, lady.
No one believes it. I know I'm not insane. I know it, and yet... What's that? His key in the lock. He can't open it. It's bolted from the inside. He's trying to get in. But he can't. Not with that bolt. I won't open it. I won't. I'll just pretend I don't hear it. I'll cover my ears with my hands and I won't hear it. He can't get in here. If I can keep him out until daylight, I'll be safe. Safe. Suddenly, the doorbell stopped. I knew he hadn't gone away. I could feel him near me. But he couldn't get in. No, he couldn't get into the penthouse. There was no way to get in unless he came through the terrace. And there was no way to get on the terrace unless he could fly. Fly. The wind was screaming. When I turned to look at the French doors leading to the terrace, it was impossible. He couldn't. And yet, he couldn't. And yet, suddenly the doors burst open. The wind blew through the house like a cyclone. The air framed in the double doors. Stood Richard.
Why didn't you let me in?
How did you get out on the terrace?
Never mind. What are you doing with that gun?
Don't come near me, Richard.
Diana?
Go away. Go away and leave me alone.
Give me that gun.
No.
I'm warning you, Diana. You'd better give it to me.
If you take another step toward me, I'll fire.
Diana. You see?
The bullet. They didn't harm you.
No.
I didn't miss.
No.
It's empty.
You see? It didn't do any good.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to put an end to this once and for all, Diana.
An end?
And I've prepared for this. I have a knife. You see?
Richard.
Don't be afraid, Diana. You won't quite die.
No, don't.
Come here, Diana.
No, Richard, no.
You're
no.
making too much trouble while you're alive.
Help me, someone! Let go of me! Ah! I saw the knife over my throat. I beat at his chest with the empty pistol. Then, just before everything became black, I saw 3 flashes of lightning.
Go on, Mrs. Barker.
When I woke up in the hospital, Inspector, I couldn't believe that I was still alive. It seemed like a miracle.
You would have been dead if it wasn't for your sister.
Claudia.
She came back with one of our men. He shot and killed your husband just as he was about to plunge the dagger into you.
But how did he get in?
He came over the adjoining terrace from the penthouse next door, just as your husband did. No, Mrs. Barker. Your husband didn't fly.
But the other things, the picture, the tomb, the empty coffin.
All props for an elaborate scheme your husband worked out to murder you. Richard Barker is not an uncommon name. He found a man with that name who died 10 years ago. He removed the body. He got the whole idea from the dream you told him.
But why?
To establish that you were insane. Oh. He planned to murder you and claim he did it in self-defense to protect himself against an insane woman.
But the gun...
Filled with blanks. He wanted to get your money, Mrs. Barker.
But the way I felt, those strange cravings...
You're suffering from anemia. The doctor told us that. It's not uncommon for anemia sufferers to feel the way you did.
I still can't believe it. I still feel that he isn't quite dead.
I'll relieve that fear right now. His body's in the other room. I think you should see it. Come this way, Mrs. Barker. There. Raise the lid of the coffin, Charlie.
Yes, Inspector.
What's the matter?
He looks so lifelike. His lips are so reddish. He looks as though he could move. Get up at any minute.
Nonsense. I assure you he's quite dead, Mrs. Barker. And I can further assure you that the police department has never encountered one authentic vampire in its history.
You're very reassuring, Inspector. I think I'd better leave now. Don't bother to see me to the door. Bye.
All right, Charlie. Cover him up and have him buried.
Okay, Inspector.
What is it, Charlie?
Inspector. Maybe I'm nuts, but I could swear that I saw him move.
Oh, nonsense. Close the lid. It's getting dark, Charlie. Sun sure goes down quick these winter days. I'm going home. Good night, Charlie. Well, friends, do you think Richard is really dead? Oh, that's something for you to sleep on when you go to bed tonight. Oh, and by the way, we have a moral for tonight's story. Yes, it's taken from a diary of Miss Delirium Tremens, who once said, "Never marry a vampire. He may turn out to be 500 years old without a social security number to his name. How can a girl have any fun going around with a guy like that?"
Well, Mr. Host, I don't think that's a serious problem. I'm positive that no girl will ever meet a vampire, much less marry one.
Ah, but you can't be sure, Mary. The safest thing is to drive a wooden stake through your husband's heart. Yes, if he dies, then he must be a vampire.
Oh, such foolishness. Let's forget all this talk about vampires, because I want to tell the folks about something wonderful that's going to happen next week. And next Tuesday's Christmas, you know. So instead of our usual mystery thriller, Inner Sanctum will bring you a tender and beautiful Christmas play called The Littlest Angel. And our star will be that great and beloved actress, Helen Hayes. There's a lovely musical score specially written for The Littlest Angel. And the play is one your whole family will enjoy, especially the youngsters. Perfect entertainment for Christmas night. And, of course, you won't want to miss Miss Helen Hayes' performance. So be sure to tune into this station at the regular Inner Sanctum time next week. I promise you, The Littlest Angel, starring Helen Hayes, and brought to you by the makers of Lipton Tea and Lipton Soup, will be the crowning pleasure of your Christmas day.
That sounds great, Mary. You know, Christmas is really wonderful. There's something about it that gets even the most hardened characters. Oh, by the way, this month's Inner Sanctum mystery novel is The Fearful Passage by H.C. Branson. And don't forget what Mary told you, friends. Next week, we'll bring you Inner Sanctum's special Christmas program, directed by Hyman Brown and starring Helen Hayes, America's First Lady of the Theater. There'll be no gore, no chill. Not even one little murder, believe it or not. The holiday spirit is getting even us. So be sure to join us next Tuesday. Meanwhile, I'm going to do my Christmas shopping. You know where I can get a nice fur-lined coffin for a cold-blooded friend? Until next Tuesday, then. Good night. Pleasant dreams.
Folks, these busy days, we all want to save time when we prepare meals, and yet we don't want to sacrifice that good homemade taste. Well, that's just the time to serve Lipton's noodle soup. Lipton's has a real fresh-cooked chickeny flavor. It tastes like the chicken noodle soup you'd make right in your own kitchen, and yet it takes almost no time at all to prepare. And Lipton's is economical, too. It costs less and makes lots more than canned soups. So don't forget to try Lipton's Noodle Soup Mix. And remember to tune in next Tuesday night for Inner Sanctum's special Christmas show with Helen Hayes.